Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back today with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Vechain and Vetho. So we talk about Vechain quite a bit, but Vetho is actually a coin with those ENFTs coming out. This could be a big deal. So remember to don't just always do research into the basic top 10s, but check out some of those partner, those sister coins or those coins that really help fuel the main coins. So like T-Fuel and Theta, or Vetho and Vechain. There's a bunch of those kind out there, and the smaller coin usually does provide higher profits in the long run. So let's take a look at somewhat of what Vechain has really done. Vechain is obviously higher, lower risk, and a little bit of a maybe lower reward compared to Vetho, but it is definitely a solid coin. I think Vechain's a great coin to really invest in at the moment. We do see it at that 19 cents. A lot of people have been complaining, however, about this 113% increase, which is just insane. A 113% increase in the last month, but people are complaining about the last week of a 15 to 14% decrease, saying it's a stable coin at this point. Could you imagine saying a 113% increase is stable coin? It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, a 14% increase isn't even a stable coin. That's literally decreasing over the last week by 14%. It's just crazy talk out there. So I do want to talk about, how we went from, 17 cents all the way to 28 cents in pretty much one huge jump. So every time you have that kind of a big jump, that massive jump, really with any coin, you're going to see some kind of dip or correction at the end. So we saw a dip, we saw a correction, obviously all the way down to 19 cents, which would still be a decent gain from where we were at. So do remember, we went down to 19 cents. It was a little undervalued at that point. Brought it right back up to 25, 24 cents. We continued around that 20 to 25 cent range for a little bit. Unfortunately, then we were hit with the crypto market crash. So there you go. We go dropping it down. We went all the way actually to 13 cents. If you take a look here, 13 cents. If you're able to grab a bag at that price point, by the way, very well done. You're going to have some good profits in the future. So we continue to see this kind of growth. We saw another crypto market crash. We went down to 15 cents yet again. So, we did fully recover. I mean, not fully recover. We recovered very, very well. We went all the way back up to 21, 22 cent range. And then we kind of stabilized out at this 19 cent range. And people are upset about that. I just don't get that. So unfortunately, if you bought in at the hype, yeah, you're going to have some losses for the time being. Vechain obviously showing that it has a long-term vision. If you guys didn't watch my video on the big questions, big answers, or, we jumped over their Q&A that they had with Vechain in Vetho with Sunny, as well as the CEO and everything of Vechain. So we talked about those big questions and big answers, and how their vision is long-term. They don't care about the short-term. They're all about long-term, and that's exactly what you want to hear when talking about a coin. They're not here to pump and dump their coin. They're here for the long-term vision, and they're here to make Vechain everywhere you look. In 5-6 years, when you go outside, they want to see, Vechain is, in every industry you walk into. There's Vechain, a part of really every company, every industry. And because of that, you're seeing great potential in what Vechain has to come. And I think, a lot of people don't realize that it's not always about the short-term gains. If you're holding a coin, the long-term potential behind that coin is more important than the short-term potential. And the market cap right now at $12.5 billion is a very low market cap for something that, will be such a high market cap in 3 to 4 years. I'm not going to give you guys my price prediction for 3 to 4 years, but I will be giving you guys my price prediction for May, June, and 2021 at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. Do remember, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing, as I will never give financial advice. So we see the volume in the last 24 hours also being that $2 billion, and the circulating supply being 64.3 billion VET. So Vechain is a cryptocurrency and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add sensors, such as RFID tags, to their products that can then record data on the Vechain blockchain. So if you don't know much about Vechain, there's your brief spiel, but it also has a ton of solutions. It has 9 different solutions currently that they are working on, plus more really in reality, because we have things like the enterprise NFT that just was announced for Vetho. If you guys want to learn more on that, definitely take a look at this Medium article. They talk about the future of Vechain Thor. So enterprise NFT, ENFT ecosystem. We won't go into too much detail on this because it is a massive article talking about bringing the ENFT ecosystem to life and what's really needed, and why this will lead change or charge for the NFT mass adoption, and really what's the best choice for the ENFT altogether. So we're not going to go into too much detail on that, but definitely do your research on the ENFTs, because this is going to be huge for Vechain Thor at the very least, as well as the NFT market altogether. So very big impact impact coming for VeChain Thor. If we go to the next, I want to go to the website actually first, then we'll jump into some of the news that we have, because this is just kind of shows you guys some of the brief solutions. So if you guys don't know about some of these solutions, they have some massive solutions that 3 to 5 years from now, you're going to see some crazy impacts in the industry. So we have digital carbon ecosystem solution. We have the consumer confidence index platform. We have the automotive passport solution. We have the retail solution, logistics solution. We have the liquefied natural gas solution, the digital content distribution solution, electronic document deposit solution, and agriculture solution. They already have offices in China, Europe, US, Singapore, and Japan. They have big things coming. We have speculation already on the Coinbase listing, hopefully coming soon. We have speculation on DHL partnerships coming soon. So just so much potential out there, so much that we don't even have speculation on that's coming. There's so many projects obviously behind the scenes that we don't know about yet, and it's just going to be so exciting next couple months, in my opinion, next couple years at the very least. So let's take a look at some of this other stuff. So they talk about here on this article, what is VeChain and problems does it aim to solve? So what problems does it really aim to solve? Well, we solved all the solutions, so we won't go into details on this, but they do talk about how, why VeChain is closing in on that crypto top 10, and they talk about the key insights. So VeChain's VET token is currently ranked 12th in the market capitalization. VET has gained over 1,000% since January 1st. VeChain has created a blockchain platform for a supply chain management. This was April 22nd, so it was a little while ago, but I thought it was an interesting article. So if you want to take a look at that, it is on cryptoways.com, and they talk about why VeChain is closing in on that crypto top 10. So we go to our next article. There's so many different things to look at here today, but we'll just jump around and try to take a look at just some of the most solid choices. So you heard it here first. POA 2.0 will be ready by this summer 2021 on the main VeChain network, confirmed by VeChain scientist. When do you expect POA 2.0 to be live on Mainnet? So he said, Peter Zhao, by the way, said POA 2.0 will be implemented in 2 phases. The first phase, VIP 193, has been implemented and currently under heavy testing. I'd expect it to be ready for Mainnet by this summer after testing on all stakeholder community vote will be carried out. If the community voted yes, it would be then implemented on Mainnet. So that is a huge deal. Obviously continuing to really see the development of VeChain really move quicker and faster as we continue to see VeChain look better and better every single day. If we go to now the price chart, because we are going to give you guys those price predictions, like I stated in the beginning of the video, for I guess it would be May, June, and July, since we are past that April month pretty much at this point. There is a lot of potential possibilities in the future. So I've talked to a lot of people asking about where do you see VeChain? Well, honestly, it's such a long long way away this year, and VeChain's one of those coins that moves so fast, and their ideas are so much gaining so much speed, I guess, momentum. And because of that, I think VeChain and VeThor are both going to be a little bit harder to predict in 2021. But I'm going to give you guys my predictions anyway. But let's just remember, guys, I try to keep my conservative price predictions here on VeChain and VeThor. So it is hard to keep those realistic conservative price predictions and keep the people that are looking for those 100x predictions happy. So do remember, these are conservative price predictions as we jump into May. I do think May is going to be a big month for VeChain and VeThor. I think it's going to be a great altcoin season, or I guess altcoin month altogether as well. We do see, this 14% decrease in the last week. So I think we have to recover from that first. So it will be hard to push very quickly past that 28 cents as an all-time high right now. But I do think it's coming. I think, with this in the last month, we continue to see some increases overall with 113% increase. This month may slow down just a tad, but for the most part, I do see it increasing. And I actually do see it, increasing actually almost faster because, VeChain does have so much coming, so much hype behind it. And because of that, I think about 35 to 40 cents is a great price target for the end of May. Do remember, guys, we have potential to do much more than what I'm going to be stating. But by the end of May, 35 to 40 cents is definitely a price target I can see us, jumping around in. By the end of June, where do we see VeChain continuing off to? Well, VeChain could continue off to much higher than 35 to 40 cents in June. In the end of June, I think we will see, maybe a 60 to 80 cent price point is what I'm looking for by the end of June. And we're already going to be close to that, $1 mark. So a lot of people have been talking about, when will we see $1 on VeChain? Well, I think a lot of people are going to be jumping in the next couple months, a lot of new investors. And because of that, I think, the market cap moving up that much is really not going to be a big deal to it. I think, 60 cents, I'm going to say 60 cents because these are conservative price predictions, about 60 cents as a price range, or I guess a price target for, the end of June. By the end of the year, I could continue to see us grow. I always, stay around that $2 to $4 range. Recently, realistically, we can get to $10 by the end of the year. I'm going to say right now, guys, it's probably not going to happen. I think $2 to $4 is a more realistic price point for us for Vechain in the next year. So let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with Vechain as we move forward to VTHO. So VTHO is another coin that we take a look at quite a lot on this channel. So if you guys like VTHO and Vechain, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. So, this is a coin that has a lot of potential, a lot more of a higher risk, higher reward type here, because VTHO could, fall off with the NFTs. It could, be a complete failure, but it probably won't be. And I think there is going to be a lot of potential behind VTHO because of, its relationship with Vechain and, who is in charge of VTHO. It just makes you believe in the coin just as much as Vechain really. So because of that, by the end of May, I do think we will see at least a 2-cent price point on VTHO. I think it'll move past that, maybe a 2.25 cent to a 2.5 cent price point. By the end of June, I think we will continue up to about a 3 cent. By the end of June, about 3 to 4 cent is my price target, 3 to 4 to 5 cent, right around that range. Honestly, VTHO is going to be hard to predict because, like I said, we just got the announcement of ENFTs, so it could move very fast. It could also move, honestly, in the wrong direction for a little bit before we see a big pickup of pace. So I do think, this 0.0184 will go to about probably 2 to 4 cents by the end of June at the very, very least. 3 to 4 cents at the very end of June at the very, very least. So these are conservative price predictions, like I always tell you guys, so don't get too upset if it's a little bit lower than what you were expecting. I do think they have potential for big gains, VTHO and Vechain. So by the end of the year, I do think we will continue on, and I think because of how good VTHO is as a coin, we will continue to see increases, making its way closer to about a 6 to 10 cent coin. Right now we're almost at 2 cents, and I think a 3 to 4x, 5x even is very, very possible. So 3 to 4 to 5x is my price prediction on VTHO. So let me know in the comments, like I said, if you guys agree or disagree with my price predictions, and if you haven't already, please give me a subscribe, like the channel, or I guess like the video, and turn notifications on for the channel. I couldn't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much. We'll continue to talk and do daily updates on Vechain and VTHO. So stick around. I'll see you guys in the next one.